Hi everyone, I'm just going to run through with you my personal 15-minute flow. This is regarding the offer that I'm doing of your own personalised 15-minute flow. So my one involves a lot of hips, opening of the chest, a small drill on trying to get into my headstand. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to guide you through my flow. I will provide some options as we're all at different levels. You don't have to do it. You can just give it a try. Just take what's comfortable for your body. Again, don't force anything. Listen to your body and just maybe use this flow to give you some ideas of what you'd like for your own personal flow. I try to practice this every day. Try. It's just 15 minutes, a bit of strengthening and a bit of lengthening and stretching. So, we shall make a start. Because it's only 15 minutes, so we've got a limited time, I normally straight start away with sun salutations. So we'll start at the top of the mat. Feet can be together or hip width apart. I'm just taking a few moments to connect to the breath. Draw the belly button in towards the spine, engaging that Uddiyana Bandha. And closing the eyes if that feels comfortable. And I usually take this moment to set an intention for myself, for the day. It can be anything, or it can be nothing at all. And opening the eyes. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to soften and bow. Bend the knees, plant the hands down, step the feet to the back of the mat. First round, really drop the knees down, flip the top of the feet, low plank. Inhale to shift that gaze forward. Exhale, modify chaturanga, chest belly all the way down. Inhale into cobra just as far as comfortable. And exhale to release. Tucking the toes and exhale up into downward facing dog. And holding here for 5. Keep grounding through the heels. You can bend the knees if that feels comfortable. Just really taking this time to ease in and keep connecting to the breath. Inhale to shift the gaze forward. Bend the knees and step the feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Inhale, arms torso come all the way up. And exhale through to heart center. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold straight into another round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to bend the knees and plant the hands down. Now I keep the knees lifted, high plank, building that upper body strength. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower all the way down or maybe halfway. And flip the feet. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Tucking the toes. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Holding here for another 5. And keep clawing through the fingertips. And keeping that deep breath. Inhale to look between the hands. Bend the knees, step or walk the feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to soften and bow. Inhale, arms, torso comes all the way up. And exhale through to heart center. We'll take one more round. Inhale to lift. Exhale to dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to soften and bow. Stepping the feet back. High plank. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And tucking the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, sweeping the right leg up behind. Bend the knees, stacking the right hip over the left. And starting to get that opening through the hips. Inhale to shift the gaze forward. Step that right foot to the top and come into your low lunge. Option, you can lower the back knee down or lift the back knee, depending how you're feeling. Squeeze the thighs. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Keep squaring those hips forward. Right knee over right ankle. And draw that belly button in. Building strength and getting length through that left hip. On the next exhale, releasing the hands down on the inside of the right foot. And heel toe the right foot out, coming into lizard pose. Really getting that nice opening in the hips here. And sometimes if it feels comfortable, you can drop the back knee down. You can keep it lifted. An option to drop the elbows down to the floor. And I like to use a block just to bring that floor a little bit closer. And just holding here. Keeping a deep breath. And keeping the right knee in line with the toes. Really sinking down into the hips. And coming back up onto the hands. Releasing the block. And stepping the right to meet the left. Downward dog, child's pose. Or depending on your mood, moving through a vinyasa. High or low plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Straight into the second side. Inhale, left leg comes up. Bend that knee and open up that hip. Inhale to shift forward. And step the left foot to the top. Low lunge. Really ground the feet into the floor. Squeeze the thighs, belly button in. And inhale to come up. And knowing you can always drop that back knee down at any time. Keeping that deep breath. Hands can be apart or together. I sometimes forget what I'm doing with the hands. And then using your next exhale, bring the hands on the inside. Heel toe that foot out to the long edge. And coming into your lizard pose on the other side. And there'll always be that difference. Back knee can be lowered or lifted. And an option to drop those elbows down. And keep that gaze slightly forward. Keeping that deep breath. Taking one more here. And slowly releasing back onto the hands. Tuck the right toes, left to meet the right, downward facing dog. An option for another vinyasa or hold in downward dog or child's pose. Inhale into high or low plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And tucking the toes, downward facing dog. And from here, I'll shift the gaze forward, stepping the left foot to the outside so the toes are turning up, and right to meet the right hand. Dropping those sit bones back and coming into our Malasana, our yogi squat. We'll just turn around. We can see it face on. And drawing those elbows into the knees. Knees into the elbows, plug the shoulders. Really feel that length through the spine. And this is really nice for the hips. And can ease any pain in the lower back. We'll take one more breath here. And take a deep breath in, ground through the feet. Come all the way up. Building that strength through the legs. And just turning the feet in. You've got a slightly wide stance and hip width apart. And then here I like to add in 5 squats, because all that folding forward can give us a flat bum. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale to squat. Keep those knees in line with the toes. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. And exhale to drop. Just take as far as comfortable. You can use the arms to counterbalance. Last one. And then we come all the way down. Place the hands on the floor. Just bring the feet a little bit closer. And we're coming right down into a squat. Another variation of Malasana. Now here I'm working on building my heels to come down to the floor, building that ankle flexibility. Now I always tend to fall, so I use a block or a weight to help counter that balance. And just holding here. And if you feel I'm going to fall, I've fallen. I try to hold there for a little bit longer, but it doesn't always work. And from there, I'll just drop back, soles of the feet together, and come into my Baddha Konasana pose. One of my favourites that really gets that nice opening of the hips. Hands on the lower legs, or the soles of the feet. Deep breath in, find length. And exhale to fold. Now here I want length through the spine. Keeping the head in line with the spine. And keep drawing the thighs, the knees down to the floor. And keep a deep breath. Taking one more. And inhale to come all the way up. And walking the legs wide. Upavista Konasana pose. This is to help build that length through that inner thigh muscle. And like flexion through the toes. You can have a soft bend in the knees, particularly if you start to round in the back. Or you can use a block, a book, to lift the hips higher. Deep breath in, arms come up. And exhale to fold. Hands come to either side of the legs. And working on keeping that length through the back. Only taking hold of the toes if it feels comfortable. And also building that mobility, that openness through the hips here. I am all about the hips. Take a few more here. And deep breath in, coming all the way up. Now bring the legs together, underneath or round to the side. Moving through another Vinyasa, high or low plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. And bringing the knees down. Here, I'm working on my headstand, Shasana pose. You drop the elbows underneath the shoulders and placing the hands on opposite elbows to get that correct alignment. Now keeping the elbows where they are, interlace the hands and bring the two little fingers so they're on top of each other like so. Then placing the crown of the head into your hands. And here you want to draw those elbows together. So you keep building that strength through the upper body. And tucking the toes, lengthening through the legs, coming into a downward dog variation. Now, now, I'm just holding here, just getting used to this feeling. Keep drawing that belly button in. And slowly walking the feet in. I'm just staying here. And dropping the knees down. If headstand is in your practice, by all means have a play. I'm still working on this, so I'm just using this to show you what is in my own personalised flow. And then just taking a moment of rest from the headstand. Arms come to either side. Balasana, child's pose. Inhale to shift the gaze forward, walking the hands forward and coming back into a tabletop position. Just walking the legs further back, hips are over the knees. Walking the hands forward, deep breath in and exhale, melting the head and chest down to the floor, coming into puppy posture. It's really nice on getting that space in the chest and length through the triceps. And inhale to shift forward, lowering myself all the way down and coming into a nice stretch for the pec muscles. So the left arm comes out to the side, right hand onto the floor, and drawing that right leg over, just as far as comfortable. You should feel that nice stretch in that pec, in that shoulder. Take one breath in. And back through centre. I've got not enough space in here. And over to the opposite side. Then just take as far as comfortable. And then coming back through centre. Flipping over. To come to lie down on your back. Take two more stretches before coming into relaxation. So bend in the knees, right leg lengthens up towards the ceiling, and hands can come to the back of the thigh or the calf, or working to take hold of the big toe. This left leg can stay bent, or option to extend. I'm using each exhale to draw that leg a little bit closer to get a nice opening, lengthening through the hamstrings. Taking one more breath. And bend through the left leg. Crossing that right ankle over onto the left thigh Option to stay here, just working on that hip, drawing the knee out to the side, or lifting the left leg off the floor, hugging that knee into chest. Feeling that opening through the glutes, the hip. And slowly releasing and swapping sides. So lengthening the left leg up high and taking thigh, calf, or the big toe, and lengthening that right leg, or option to keep that bend. Using each exhale to draw a little bit closer. And bending through the right leg. And that figure four stretch on the other side. Crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. And an option to interlace the hands behind. And hug that knee in. And slowly releasing. Coming into Shavasana. And depending on how much time I've got or how much time you have, you can stay here for as long as you like. And in Shavasana, the legs can either be extended or a bend in the knees, feet as wide as the mat and knees into touch. This is particularly if you have any pain in your lower back. Arms to either side. Keep those shoulders grounding down. And length through the back of the neck. And bringing the eyes to a close. And just taking your Shavasana for as long as you like. Thank you, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed me sharing my personalised flow with you. This is what I like to do every day for my body, for things that I'm progressing towards. So if you have any questions about your own flow, please email me, call me, write in the comments. And thank you. Namaste, everybody. Love to all.